where the blood, then the juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers, only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I bought like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Time with Miles Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Wentz. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And tough sledding. You'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The Seahawks and Eagles, you might remember, they met up in the wild card round a season ago. It's a night Philly fans could probably stand to forget. Carson Wentz exited early after just 4 passes thrown, and Josh McCown at 40 years of age brought in, but the Seahawks, they were too tough as they slugged out a 17-9 victory. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
He was brought down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses. Without
a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Newton. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27.
Now they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? From the gun, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did. For Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
5-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Sanders. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Wentz, and that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Wentz on the give to Sanders, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw it. Wentz gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The ball carrier. Shaquem Griffin there on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 on the Seahawks' 12-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Seahawks 7, Eagles 0.
They'll run in Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now Wentz. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds. And now 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Wentz going to throw. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Right back to him on first down. And he stopped immediately there.
Number 36.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the line of scrimmage.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, Newton. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
7-yard line.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. His pass caught at the 4. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Complete.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Got his man. That's Harry. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They'll run on first down. Sanders. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a play fake. Wentz. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. On 3rd down, it's Carson, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
good.
It'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 30.
On 1st down, Newton. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. This is Carson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Fletcher Cox coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
At the 9.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Sanders. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. To throw, it's Wentz. Big, and now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
On 2nd and goal, Newton, and this one's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. Third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The Eagles send out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football and everything else.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. 1st and 10. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On 1st down. It's Sanders, and he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another run with Sanders. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the
staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. shotgun now for Wentz. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. J.J. Watt in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
3 and out.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the gun, Newton. This one into the hands of Metcalf. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Stop your body. Mike 50. Mike 50.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
56. Mike 56.
They snap it to Newton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 44 yards. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards the pickup there.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Tackle made.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Wentz connecting with his tight end, Goddard. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. The throw right sideline here is complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, it's Sanders. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Seibert on for the PAT. And instead of a looming overtime, things have changed dramatically.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10.
56.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They run it with Carson. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Here's Carson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and not much running room. Down to the 32. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And they take a knee.
The Seahawks, they are moving on as we say so long, everybody.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.